Right, we're ready to go. Oh, that's only the first trial end. Just tell me when. Are we on? Okay. Good day, viewers. Welcome to Plumstead Bowling Club for the final of the Western Province Under 30 Masters, which has taken place starting yesterday and finishing today. And the two finalists from the northern suburbs, we have Robbertse from Belleville, and we have Francois Klopper from Durbanville. I've had the good pleasure of watching the bowls over the last couple of days, and I think from a Western Province point of view we can be very proud of the display, the quality of bowls we've had over the last 2 days in sometimes very, very difficult conditions. I think we're very lucky to actually get through, and a little bit of rain late yesterday afternoon, and today, where they were talking about 100% rain, there's been none. So let's settle back and watch these two youngsters. Yeah. Just to introduce, that's Robbertse, known as Chops, from Belleville, with the blue bowls and the green discs. And we have Francois Klopper from Durbanville, the black bowls and the white discs. I think Plumstead Bowling Club has to be congratulated. Surface is always good here, and surprisingly, with the amount of rain we've had, the bowls are still running quite nicely. I would say it's a comfortable 12.5, 13-second speed. Two opponents shake hands and we're ready to go. I think the weather's more than likely kept a lot of people away. As you can see, this very sparse crowd. Everybody's wrapped up in blankets. Yesterday was exceptionally cold. Andre starting off with his first bowl on the forehand. Very good start. Chop seems to be slightly short this time, sorry. It must be a metre and a half short. Yeah, Francois can't be too happy with that. Another good bowl from Andre, dropping a half a metre short. Fortunate result, but he had good weight. Francois has the shot. Chops is close here. Oh, that's a great bowl. Francois switching to his backhand. A little bit tighter, and he had good weight for it. So that's one on the first head to Andre. It was a really great bowl that Andre played. Get around the short bowl of Francois. Good weight to pick up the jack and to score on the first end. Couple of meters short with his first bowl. He won't be happy with that. Good start from Francois. Good weight. Much better here from Andre. A little bit short. Might be a measure. Andre's asked who's holding shot, and the marker says measure. Looking good here. Turns his own ball in. Well, I think he's made 2 out of that. Very good shot. Francois changing to his forehand. Yeah, I think that's the problem you sometimes get when you do change hands. You've got different speed. The tighter hand seems to run a little bit freer, and then you've got the swinger, which Francois played, and I think that could be a little bit heavier. Hopefully he's learned from that, and his next bowl he will play with better weight. Andre was trying to reach those back bowls, bit of protection, played with a little bit too much weight. Let's see what Francois does on his forehand. Certainly better weight, but it's just not going to come back. Looks like 2 to Andre. The Masters under 30 are using the same format that they use for the SA Masters and for the Western Province Masters. 2 sets of 9 ends and 3 in tiebreaker. So Andre goes into a 3-0 lead, 2 ends played. Not a bad start, a little bit past the white ball. In this format, Francois needs to settle quickly, he needs to get on the board. Good line here from, it's well bowled. Well bowled. I watched Andre playing in the last of the round robin games. Played against Luke Ellis from Constantia Bowling Club. And this is basically what he did all the time. It's well bowled. That's a great shot. Opened it up, he gives himself a chance. Andre sticking on the forehand. It's come up short. Won't be happy with that. The line looks very good, yeah, and the weight's good. Well bowled Francois. He must be lying a couple of shots. Andre's close, yeah. Just a little bit too heavy. Well, Francois has the opportunity to draw for 3, possibly 4. Oh, little rub off the front bowl, but he's done it. Let's wait and see what the damage is. Andre's conceded 3 shots already. And they've asked for a measure. Must be close. They're going back. Let's wait and see what the marker says. Four shots. And we have Francois in the lead. 4 shots to 3. That's how quickly things can change. Looks slightly under the line, and he's come up a couple of meters short. So important in singles to try and get that first bowl close. No, didn't learn much from his first bowl, unfortunately. Four bowls played and a pretty loose end. Let's see if Francois can get something close. Looking better, yeah. Still pulls up maybe just 3/4 of a meter short, but the shot. That hold hand just seems to hold. That is well bowled. It's very good. Great bowl. Seems to be a slightly tighter, narrower hand that they're playing. They've opted to play. Now that's unfortunately what happens when you go a fraction wide on that hand. It doesn't come back. Can he hold? He's dropped his weight. That's unfortunate. One to Andre, and we 4 all, 4 ends. little bit tight and a little bit short. Really good start here for Francois. Now he's after him. Great ball. Great ball from Andre. That's the unfortunate thing. You start off, you play your first bowl, you get it jack level, and it's almost like a target. And yeah, somebody like Andre is not going to miss out on that. Unlucky. Just maybe a little bit too heavy. Not happy. And now we know why. He's given the shot away. That happens. Got to forget about that and play something similar, possibly inside the short bowl with his next ball. That's very good. Very good effort by Francois. Yep. Definitely under the bridge. Yeah, I just cut his line a little bit there, unfortunately. Francois needs to play with good weight here because it's a very tight head and he's played a bad ball. I think he worried too much about what he could do wrong there. Francois deciding to change to the forehand. He's been playing the backhand. Let's see if he can adjust that weight. Yep, that's the trap you fall into, unfortunately. Swinging, heavier hand. Score this that close at 5-4. Quite understand why he would want to change. Good start by Andre, running through about a half a meter. Gone back to the backhand. And it could be shot. Very good line. And the shot. Well bowled chops. Has he got the weight? Shot down. Shouldn't be short. Difficult to say from the position, looking at the monitor, whether it's just the one shot. Marker indicating it's a measure all round for second. Certainly the line looks good here, and the weight looks extremely good. And I think he's got the shot. It's very well played. Yep, marker indicates shot down. Well played, Francois. Chops running after his ball, very close here. Will it go for him? He still looks like he's shot down, but what a great effort. One shot to Francois. Six shots to 4 after 6 ends. 3 ends to play in the first set. Slightly, he's run slightly through, but he won't be unhappy with that start. Andre looking good here. Can he find the bowl? Well, no. Francois, I think, is still holding. Changing his hand. Not too sure why. Well, there you go. Drawn another shot. He's found that slight difference in the speed, and he's played a good ball. Yeah, that's the shot. Well bowled. Well bowled, Andre. Pulls up just short of jack level. Slightly under the line. Good weight. It's got a fraction wide and a little bit too heavy. Hasn't finished in a bad spot. Just hasn't got the weight to hold that line, or maybe a fraction more grass would have been better. Opportunity for Andre to draw another shot and get it back to 6-all. I think we're going to be very fortunate with the weather here, looking out over the Constantia Mountains. Seems to be clearing a little bit. Certainly got a very good road here. And he's done it. Well played, Andre. That brings the score back to 6-all. 7 ends played. As I said earlier, I spent yesterday watching in very, very trying conditions. Wind gusting at times. I'm sure it must have been up to 40 or 50 kilometers, and I was very impressed with the quality of bowls that these youngsters played. Some of the players that were participating: Armand Askeray. Armand has already played Open Masters. Tyler Pitcher, really, I think he won the Province Forza last year if I'm not mistaken. Real good young bowler. Blake Pretorius, Luke Ellis from my club Constantia, and Andre Stipp from Kraaifontein. We've got Gillian Young, who is involved at national level. Young Ryan Truter. I'll interrupt. Once again, chop's just a little bit short. Stephen Vaughan from Constantia. Justin Brink from Kraaifontein. Great to see a small club like Kraaifontein have 2 young bowlers. And Mackenzie Knight from the Strand. Much better weight here from Andre. Yep, he got that rub and he's got the shot. Anybody watching will look at Francois and say, well, don't you normally put your left hand on the knee? He's got that flaying hand, but it doesn't seem to make any difference to his delivery. He gets the bowl away beautifully. Another great bowl from Andre. So, yeah, you know, you can have a look at this one. You can see that his left arm is not on his knee. And as long as you deliver the bowl the same every time, doesn't matter how you do it. Look at that. Great bowl. Oh my. Oh my. Great bowl. 3 shots. What a great shot from Andre. Good line, good weight, perfect result. Make sure you reach it, Francois. Oh my. What a great effort. Still 2 shots to Andre though, but a great effort from Francois. Eight 6 to Andre, and we're on the last end. So with the sets, you know, if Francois can pick up a 2-year and tie the first set and goes on to win the second set, he wins the game. So it's important that Francois wins, well, at least gets 2 on this end. I think a lot of people that have played this format question it, whether it's the right way for bowls. I know many years ago at a South African Masters, back in the 90s, giving my age away here, we played this format. Just runs away from the white ball a little bit. but a good opener. So it's been around for some time, and as I said earlier, they've played it at SA Masters, they've played it at Western Province Masters. I think you enter the competition, you know the rules, and you've obviously got to adapt. Just run through and missed Andre's ball. So you know what's expected of you. So yeah, you've got to play to the rules. In this setup, you know, you could win the one set by one shot and then lose the other set by plenty, and it doesn't make any difference. Shots really not that important, especially now that you're playing in a final. Very good bowl here. Right, that's the shot, I would think. Angles can be deceptive, but it looks like the shot. Going close here, just a little bit too heavy. I think that's run through. Let's see what the marker says. Didn't quite pick that up, but I think Francois is holding shot. Needs another. Will that come back? Oh, what a pity. His weight was so good. Deep breath from Andre. Knows the importance of this bowl.
Yeah.
Lets it go. I think he's slightly under the line. Has he got the weight? Oh, he's not going to be happy. Now Francois got an important bowl. It's that wide line again, and it doesn't come back. So I think that Andre's won the first set 8-7. Let's wait to see what the marker, flipboard operator. We're going to have to guess this one, yeah, because they've gone back to 0, but I think it was 8-7. Yep, been confirmed, 8-7. Opportunity for me as commentator today to mention that there's a massive competition happening at Durbanville Bowling Club early August from the 3rd to the 6th. It's the PBA, Professional Bowlers Association, qualifying round to be played at Durbanville Bowling Club. Some big names. It's going to be a very, very good competition, and I'm sure you'll see more advertising about this competition between now and the actual date. Johan du Plessis is the man that's backing this. He's the one that's contacted LawnBowls, contacted Jason Parkinson, and it's great to see that we will have qualifiers going to Potters in Norwich and to Edinburgh. So keep your eye out for that one. It's going to be 3 days of fantastic bowls. Some of the top players flying in from all over the country, and our local stars. Oh, brilliant. Well bowled, Andre. Francois, have you got that you fall into the trap of that hand, definitely coming back in this direction where you just got to give it that little bit extra. Even chops now, he's changing his hand, Andre. I don't know exactly why he's doing it. Maybe he's trying to block Francois' shot. But a good bowl. Great bowl. Right, joining me in commentary is Gerrit van Milligan, President of Western Province Bowls. Gerrit, it's lovely to have you here. I'm talking all by myself here, yes. Man alone, so I'm glad that somebody else can assist me here.
It's very good to see you, Alan.
Yeah, Gerrit.
And yeah, great stuff that you are prepared to do the commentary. That's great.
It's only a pleasure, mate.
Nice tight game, eh?
Very tight. First set, one shot.
Yeah.
I think Francois might have squeaked in for third shot there. But you must be an extremely proud man. I spent yesterday here, and I tell you what, I was impressed. Some of the youngsters we've got in this province, phenomenal bowls.
Incredible. And what I also find is, never mind their age, there's quite a few really novices. I mean, from your club as well. And that's good to see that we've got young and up and coming novices joining our sport. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and Gerrit, a novice is somebody that's played for fewer than three years.
That's right.
What are you going to do here, mate?
Oof.
I don't think he's going to be too happy with that result.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
Okay, he's taken it from a possible 3 to only 1.
Sure.
Yeah, as I say, and have we been fortunate with this weather, Gerrit?
Yes, I didn't. Yesterday was still fine. I thought, all right, that would be good. But I thought, really, today, I'm so glad. Look, the sun is shining now.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah.
Upstairs, and hopefully tomorrow as well, because
you got your champions
to
tomorrow,
finish, yeah, which was rained out.
Yeah.
Like it feels like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Almost.
From anybody that's listening outside of Cape Town, I don't think they can quite appreciate what's happened to us over the last month or so. It's, I think on my one hand, I can pick out a couple of days that we've had decent weather. Other than that, we've just had rain after rain, and storms and winds,
yeah.
and I mean, let's hope that there's not too much damage in the informal areas, because yeah, some of those individuals, the weather must be extremely bad for them. And we've all seen on Facebook some of the weather conditions that we've had out, especially in the Boerland. Unlucky. Yeah. A little bit too much weight.
Earlier, Choppy said it's his last year under 30s. So he's really going for it.
Okay.
And knowing him, we all know him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Chops, correct me, I can recall watching streaming of the final. What was that age group? Was that also under 30 that was played at Hermanus?
Yes. Yeah.
Where the Western Province side lost in the final?
Yeah, 100%.
And they lost to? Can you recall?
It was Southern Free State before.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was Southern Free State. Yeah. Right, Francois, we need a good one from you, mate. You're getting into a bit of trouble, yeah?
Does it look silly?
Sit. No, still running through a bit, Gerrit, unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, I know from experience playing at Plumstead, the one thing always well bowled, yeah.
Yeah.
He's well bowled. That you got to think hard about changing hands now. Once again, Francois changing from his four.
Oops.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, spoke too soon, and I can understand why he's doing that. You know, sometimes you got to cut your losses and get second shot. His weight's good. Oh, he's going to get a result here. Wow, rather fortunate, but yeah, fortune favours the brave, as they say, and he managed to get the shot out of that because he was in trouble.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If you're a novice, you don't think too much. You just go for it, and that's actually great to see as well. Experience does tell for something. But what's that word? Inhibition.
Yeah.
You know, no thoughts around the shot. That's great. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
While I'm sitting here and looking at these pictures, I must comment now on what he's doing for Western Province, doing this kind of streaming. It's so great. It's so professional with his team. Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah. Well done, Noel. Noel is part of the Western Province executive, and yeah, I think most of the finals, semi-finals and finals on the last day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He's here with his camera crew, and yeah, they putting it out there. He's just going to run past. Yep. It's a little bit too heavy. Yeah, as I was saying, you know, after many years of playing at Plumstead, you know, you've got to think long and hard about changing your hand here because the speeds are different. It's not the lines you can work out.
There's a kind of a different type of grass on the one hand.
Well, yeah, yeah, look, I mean, I don't think so, because Plumstead is pretty much like my club Constantia, where we've got these different grasses and you can pick it up from the camera, you can see the different colours. Yeah. Plumstead have always seemed to somehow have got that right. They've not 100% sure how they do it, but doesn't really affect the running of the bowl. But it's not Plumstead only, don't get me wrong. You go to other clubs, you switch your hand, you're going to get a weight difference. So it's just today in this game I've noticed that every time they've switched from the straighter hand to the swinger, more often than not they're ending up short.
Yeah. As we said.
There we go. Unfortunate, good line, but yeah, as you were saying earlier on, Gerrit, we're very fortunate at Constantia. We've got what is Andre up to here? Is he going to run? Is he going to run?
Like yeah. Oof.
Okay, well, I'm sure he's had better drives than that. Yeah, we at Constantia are very fortunate. We had the two Vaughan brothers who are both under 30, Stephen and Daniel, and Luke Ellis join us. I just wish they'd done it 10 years ago. Although they would have been in their teens, but at least I could have given them a little bit more.
More of a game.
Yeah.
But thanks also for helping there. I think that is great also, that you can, you know, at clubs have a mentor for these youngsters that really are, they want to make it a serious sport for them, and that's good. Then you need that kind of mentorship. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think they appreciate the fact that I came out, I played Western Province trips and Western Province pairs with, pairs. Played trips and fours with him.
Yeah.
And Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. Everybody thinks I'm doing it fine. Well done, Alan. I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
I love nothing more than to have these youngsters on the green, and I've seen it from some of our other players. I saw Jerry playing in the mixed pairs. It's the national mixed pairs being played at the moment in Sasolburg, and he seems to have a young girl
Oh yeah.
that he's playing with.
Yeah, even Jenny Jenny McCord that went through.
Yeah.
Is also was a novice. From Helderberg.
Yeah.
Miles, I think. I'm not.
Yes, Miles. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's good to see.
Fantastic. Yeah, I remember that final day that they played at
Really.
at Glen. Oh my goodness, we talk about conditions here today.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows bowls and has been down to Cape Town and the wind's blowing, you don't want to be playing at Glen Country Club. Beautiful facility.
Beautiful view.
Oh, stunning views, but boy, if the wind blows.
The scoreboards are flying
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
Right, this thing didn't start off too well. Has he made this adjustment to the weight? He's better. No, he's better. Okay. Well done, Francois. Andre, lovingly known as Chops, is getting into a bit of trouble, yeah? Looks like a good line. Just creeping through. It's another. It's not close, but it's another. Oh, Chops.
Choppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's choppy.
Yep. Pressure bowl, and he played it. So, young man, but good to see that he can still, under pressure, play a big bowl like that.
He's got a lot of experience though.
He has, eh?
Yes, he started, as you said now, about Steve and Luke not starting earlier. He started really on, he was 13, I think, 13,
Wow.
14. So he's got a few years experience
Yeah,
behind him.
yeah. Haven't got anything in front of me. Did he play Province in the B-side this year?
Yes.
Yes, he did, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's...
He played third to Stefan Kuhn in the B-side.
Well,
Yeah.
what a pleasure to have youngsters like that that are showing potential and get the opportunity, because that's the stepping stone into the open side.
And I think that is something that the selectors also got right in the last couple of years, actually bringing through the younger players. Even in the open side, Armand is playing there, in the A side, Herman is also playing there. So they are quite a, and that's good. Good for bowls, and also, good for the district. And maybe in the past we hung on too long on, on our
Gerrit, be very careful, Gerrit.
Yeah,
you might be
not
talking about me. Okay?
But you understand what I'm
I
saying.
know exactly what
Maybe-
you. I know exactly what you're saying.
Maybe the team kind of picked it themselves by names, and But it's not easy, getting that strategy. But the selectors got it 100% right this year.
Yeah, and what's pleasing for me also is I've spent a couple of days chatting to Donnie de Klerk, who's convener of your Western Province Selection Committee. And there's a man that has his heart and soul in the game.
Totally. Totally.
He's basically given up playing the game himself, so he can get out to watch all these various competitions, and that's a commitment.
Yep.
Not sorry.
And it's been seen by the players as well, and that's also good to hear. And I'm 100% sure that Donnie, as you said, he's giving it his all, really. And as a good mate of mine, I'm very proud that he does that, what he's doing.
Good for Donnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what Choppy's going to do now. What's your view on this format, Alan?
Look, as I've said earlier before you joined me, I said, you know the format before you go into the game, whether you're playing up to 21 shots or you're playing sets. You know the format, so you know what you've got to do. The one thing about this format that I'm a little bit concerned about, and I've seen it happen in I think it was the SA Masters, Western Province Masters, they've all played a similar format. Another shot here from Joey's holding 2 by the looks of it. One thing that concerns me is the I always get it wrong, your ends at the tiebreaker. Sorry, thanks.
Yeah.
The tiebreaker ends concern me because I don't believe you should be playing for shots. I think you should be playing for ends. So it doesn't matter if you pick up 1 shot or 4 shots. You win the end.
The end is your end.
The end.
Yeah.
The end is you win the end. You win the second end. The game's over.
There we go.
This format tends to create for me a little bit of a problem where player 1 will pick up a 2. He then picks up a 1. He's 3-0 up going into the last end, and the opponent picks up, player 2 picks up a 3. And now all of a sudden you've got to go into a 4th end, where if you're playing for the end, that's it. So that would be my only comment, stroke / criticism that I would have of the format. Andre up 4 shots to 2, leading by 1 set to nothing. So
it's going quickly, eh?
Francois, it does, eh?
It's like 4 ends and then it's done.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this format, is that it definitely 21 shots you don't know. You don't know. And I'm not particularly in favour of in the 21 shot format where somebody burns the head and then it's got to be spotted on the 2 metre.
No, but that is, we don't do that.
Okay.
For the singles, not. You know, the champion of champions open singles and so.
So the one problem that does create Gerrit is that you have no idea on the time of the game.
True.
So
True.
which over the recent past seems to be something that the excos of world bowls and feeding down to districts, to me it seems to be this 15 end 2¼ hours restriction.
Yeah, I think with this kind of broadcasting also, I think if you look at that, and in Australia, you know, you've got a time slot to broadcast on TV, and that makes it a lot easier for them to get those kind of slots.
Yes.
I mean, if it's open-ended time, you can't keep the, you know, Super Sport hanging on that channel to finish up in singles of 21 shots.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Finishes, no, he's good. No, he's good.
Very good.
Well, he's got to do something, Francois. He's only got another 3 ends after this one, is that right? Yeah, 7, 8 and 9, so he's got to start doing something.
It's only 2 shots in there, but still.
Oh, the sunshine has brought out a few more spectators here today. Yeah.
Just a bit wide.
Ah, that's what happens on that end. Look at the weight on those 3 bowls.
So?
What was he playing for? Okay, now that's down to inexperience, because if he'd stayed on his hand and got to the shot bowl and moved the white ball over, he would have picked up a 3.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was going through Francois' head there. Can maybe have a chat to him afterwards.
I heard a story that Francois almost withdrew because of a long weekend camping trip or something like that. And then on top of that, we asked Durbanville, somebody at Durbanville, can't they move the date? Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but I'm glad well, look where he's now.
Well, it certainly wouldn't have been a weekend to go camping.
No, that's true as well. Sure.
Yeah, I've got a very good friend from Constantia, played a lot of bowls with Graham Barker. Loves his caravanning, and he's out in Ceres.
True.
And yeah.
I hope he's got a heater or 2.
Yeah, I hope he can get out of Ceres with the amount of rain there. Look at Chops here.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Chops here. Well
Andre.
bowled. Well bowled, Andre. Okay, that's unfortunate. You've got to be through, shots down. Got to at least reach the head. Yeah, hasn't
Just
finished. Yeah, hasn't
Yeah,
finished
not
in a
too
bad spot.
Yeah.
That extra weight and that hand just won't allow your bowl to bend. Looking good here. Looking very good here. That's good bowl. Even if it's not another shot, it's a great bowl.
And also, Choppy also almost withdrew because of, he had the flu and he wasn't feeling well. So it was all touch and go, or he wouldn't have played as well. I spoke to him on Thursday evening still, so then he wasn't sure, and I said, but okay, and then he said, no, he wants to give it a go, and you know, Choppy. So yeah, I'm glad he did.
Well, I'm sure he is also.
Yeah.
He's in the final. There's a lot of it going around at the moment. A lot of flu.
Yeah.
My good mate Lance Walensky just walked past. Chops, can you bend? I know what he was up to.
Yeah.
If he got hold of his third shot bowler, he could have popped that black ball out. But he picks up 1.
I still wonder if, for the bronze, if it wouldn't be great to have you know, a bronze player as well. Even, yeah, it looks so lonesome or lonely there on the green now with only one game.
Yeah. Yeah, personally, I think the focus should be on this game.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
and when you have a bronze medal match, you know,
Yes,
you come second.
Yeah.
You come second. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
The two individuals on the green here playing the final, they deserve everybody's attention.
No, that's true in that sense. Yeah.
There he put his hand on his.
Yeah. He started
Yeah.
doing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I say to the youngsters, you know, at our club. This is on the mat now. Choppy's delivery. Very simple. He's got to make sure that he can make that as mechanical as possible, you know, because if he doesn't do that, what happens on this side will never be right.
100%.
You can never get consistency if your
Yep.
delivery is not consistency. So, yeah, that just concerns me that Francois all of a sudden goes from there, he goes back to the loose hand again, not on the knee. So, he's got to make up his mind. Oh,
I'm
it's
not a big fan
Kai.
for not having your hand on your knee.
Yeah,
I always compare it with shooting.
Mm.
You've got a dooieris,
mm,
and that is then from where you pull the trigger.
okay,
But if you don't have that, that rifle goes like
all over the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choppy, you are on fire now.
Great bowl.
On fire.
Yeah. I saw him do this to Luke Ellis in the earlier game. He hit his straps and he was dynamite. And that's what happens. All of a sudden you've got to play different types of shot.
Yep.
I would think, yeah, I've listened to people commentate and I say, Alan, don't call shots. But I think Choppy's got to put a back bowl in here. There's no point in trying to draw three. He's 5-3 up. He picks up 2 on this end, he'll be fine. Let's see if we're on the same wavelength. Oh, Choppy, I don't like your line.
Oh, he's going to end this 3. Split the 3. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
Further.
All right, I'll give him that. I thought he could have been deeper. Because the shot ball's almost
Look at
touching.
Choppy.
He's close, yeah?
Look at
He's close. Choppy's actually showing well played.
Ooh,
That is a
wow.
terrible result.
Wow.
Certainly deserved better.
No. Okay, Al, thanks once again.
Gerrit, thanks for joining us.
I'm going to show my support quickly outside.
No, thank you very much.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, that's a
Really.
pleasure, mate. And thanks for joining us.
And see you soon.
And all the best.
Thanks, Mr.
See you.
Producer.
Well, Francois really found himself in a pickle here. Last end, and he has to get 4. A little bit heavy, but he picked up the white. Nothing short here, mate. Nothing short. Okay, you can work with that. Andre won't be happy with that bowl, that's for sure. The way he's been playing. Got to reach. You've got to reach. Well, I'm afraid to say, that's it. Once again, he's fallen into the trap of changing hands, and that hand must be 2 meters heavier. That looks like a good line. Just running out of steam. He wanted to kick it. I don't think that's in the rules. That's it. There's your winner, Andre Robbertse, known as Chops to all his friends. Runner-up, Francois Klopper from Durbanville. Well played, gentlemen. Good 2 days of bowls. Well, if Francois has nothing to be upset about, he's had 2 good days of bowls. He's got a silver medal, and I'm glad he didn't go away on that weekend. And to Chops, Chops must be very happy, and there's Gerrit giving him a hug. Of course, both of them from Belleville Bowling Club, where I started my bowls many years ago. I'm glad that Chops felt well enough to come out and play today. High fives. Yeah, and Donnie de Klerk there, convener of selectors, congratulating Chops. I think I must just say, well, if you were watching the streaming from Plumstead Bowling Club today, I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed commentating. As I've said, I'm repeating myself, but 2 fantastic games of days of bowls, and Thanks to Plumstead Bowling Club for hosting it, Western Province Bowls for running the event, and it's been a pleasure to watch, and the future of Western Province Bowls is looking good. We've seen 2 days fantastic bowls, and with that, for myself, I'd like to wish you all well, and thanks for watching. I think we might do a prize giving afterwards, so yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Thank you very much. Bye.
say, I've heard, I wasn't here yesterday, but I've heard all along that there were some good bowls being played, and it's very, very, very good to hear. I sat with Alan just now in the commentary room, if you want, and if you look at the age group, the quality of bowls we are having in Western Province now, and on top of that, the novice status of this group. Just for interest's sake, how many of you have been playing bowls for more than 10 years? The players, all right, Tyler and Chop. More than 5 years.
Can we put our hands up again?
Yeah. So that's 4. More than 3 years. Yeah, still 4. Less than 3 years. Look at that. Just go.
He's also playing less than 3 years.
Theo will start soon. But that's what you see, and that's great. And I'm sure the camaraderie and the sportsmanship between the lot of you that will also become stronger and stronger. This is the age group we need to grow, and please start spreading the word. It's not an old man's game anymore. It's not a game that only Alan can play. No. The age group of that.
Alan, I'll take him to court on that.
Or Richard. Okay, well done. Then, before I hand out prizes, I want to thank Plumstead, Mariana, Paulina, the White brothers, always here. Thanks so much. What I saw from the screens, nothing wrong. Really great stuff. It's always welcoming here to be here, and Mariana, how you treat us with your hospitality, always great. Thanks so much. Okay, then we come to the semi-finalists, the bronze medalist. First one, Tyler, well done. And then, very close, I heard Brian.
Yay!
And what a final. Wow. Experience against no experience. Francois, hoe lang speel jij? Was je? Hoe lang speel jij, Robbo? 2 years. Well done.
Dat ik nog mijn ouders, dat is een fijn.
Tjoffie. Uiteindelijk, hè? Uiteindelijk. Well done. Well done.
Dankie aan elke ou wat hier was, vrou, dokter, wie ook al almal hier was. Almal verdien om hier te wees, goeie robbel gewees. Francois, well done, het goed gespeeld. I got lucky there. You have another year, I think, left. I'm an old bully now, I can't compete in this again. So yeah, thanks to everybody, and yeah, have a great evening.
Have a drink, but please be safe out there. That's all I can say.
So I just wanted to say this is the first gold for Belleville this weekend. There's another 2 possible goals coming to Belleville this weekend. Yeah. The novice singles, champions, and mark my words. Mariana, you're playing tomorrow, eh?
Good luck.
And who else? Nobody else here. Oh, okay, yes. And you too, in the ladies' novices. Nice, well done. Good luck. Enjoy.